你们好，你好吗? Now in this lecture, I'm going to give you a very brief introduction on how to set up a Chinese keyboard on any devices, as well as how to type Chinese characters from any devices using a US keyboard. And after we have learned how to do those things, I will leave you a small project which requires you to type your responses in Chinese in the discussion board. Okay, now let's start. Now, suppose that we are on our computers. So if you are not on your computers, you can use your cell phone instead. Now, you need to find the option where you can adjust the keyboard of your device, right? Suppose that this is the computer, you need to go to your control panel and find out the option for region and languages. And if you are using a cell phone, then you need to find the place where you can adjust the keyboard. And then suppose that we are all on our computers and we go to keyboards and languages and we need to change our keyboards. So we need to select change keyboards. And we need to click on add, and you would encounter a list of world languages. Okay, now suppose and then please find the option of Chinese Simplified PRC, because this is the most widely used version, and you would find different input style. Personally, I like to select the second because it is most user-friendly based on my personal experience. And click on OK, and click on OK, and select OK. Now, if you could go to the lower right of your screen, you would find the language bar. So this is the language bar that you can find. Now you have at least two options for your keyboards. And before you proceed to type Chinese characters, you need to make sure every time that you have select your input method, which is Chinese. Okay, the CH stands for Chinese. And this character, this symbol, also stands for Chinese. Okay, so now we have a Word document and we're going to learn to type Chinese characters. Next, we're going to learn how to type Chinese characters from a regular US keyboard. Now, before you proceed to type Chinese characters, I want you to check every time before you start typing Chinese that you have select the correct language on your language bar. So you need always check whether you have select CH, which stands for Chinese, in your language bar. So, and also this character also means Chinese. So next, we're going to type the Chinese characters by typing its pinyin. So suppose that we're going to type hello, 你好. So first we need to type the pinyin for 你好, and then find the one that you want. Now in this case, 你好 is option number 1, right? So therefore it is easy. Okay, so just directly type 你好, and you've got the characters that you want. Now let's try another example. Suppose that we're going to type just one character instead of a word. Suppose that we're going to type male, which is nan in Chinese, male, or a man in Chinese. So first, again, you need to type the pinyin. And then you would find a really long list of different characters, because all those characters are homophonic, meaning that they share the same pronunciation. And those characters are arranged according to the frequency of their uses. So if you are going to type a highly frequently used character, it is very much likely that you would find it in the first few options. So now I'm going to find the character that I want, which is male. So which character is the written script for male? It is the second one, right? Number 2. So we need to select number 2, and then we've got the character that we want, which means male. Okay. So by the way, if you click on the key Shift from your keyboard, you can change the writing system. You can change the input method back to the English language. So that is a trick. So just click on Shift, and then you can switch between languages. Okay. So now suppose that we're going to type an entire sentence. Now there is a trick for typing the entire sentence. Now instead of typing the sentence character by character, it is much easier to type the sentence phrase by phrase. Now for example, suppose that we're going to type the sentence for I want to drink coffee. I want to drink coffee. So first, 我要 I want, right? So you can easily find I want in option number 1, 我要. And then you can type to drink coffee, 喝咖啡. And then you can find that it shows up in the first option. And then you've got your sentence. Now, and another tip is that the more you practice typing characters, the easier it becomes. And believe me, you can learn how to type it very fast with just a few practices. And next, let's try another one. Suppose that I'm going to type what is your nationality in Chinese? 你是哪国人? Now instead of just type this sentence character by character, I'm going to type it as an entire sentence. So I'm going to type the pinyin of the entire sentence, 你是哪国人? And then you can easily input your language, your characters. Okay, so in this week, I will give you a little project that requires you to be able to type Chinese characters from your devices. So please be ready for that.